Recognize the I am in everything you do, by Christian D. Larson. When the average person employs the term ego, he thinks that he is dealing with something that is hidden so deeply in the abstract that it can make but little difference whether we understand it or not. This, however, does not happen to be true, because it is the ego that must act before any action can take place anywhere in the human system. And it is the ego that must originate the new before any step in advance can be taken. And in addition, it is extremely important to realize that the power of will to control the forces we possess depends directly upon how fully conscious we are of the ego as the ruling principle within us. We understand, therefore, that it is absolutely necessary to associate all thought, all feeling, and all actions of mind or personality with the ego, or what we shall hereafter speak of as the I am. The first step to be taken in this connection is to recognize the I am in everything you do, and to think always of the I am as being you, the supreme you. Whenever you think, realize that it is the I am that originated the thought. Whenever you act, realize that it is the I am that gives initiative to that action. And whenever you think of yourself or try to be conscious of yourself, realize that the I am occupies the throne of your entire field of consciousness. Another important essential is to affirm silently in your own mind that you are the I am. And as you affirm this statement, or as you simply declare positively, I am, think of the I am as being the ruling principle in your whole world, as being distinct and above and superior to all else in your being, and as being you yourself in the highest, largest, and most comprehensive sense. You thus lift yourself up, so to speak, to the mountaintop of masterful individuality. You enthrone yourself. You become true to yourself. You place yourself where you belong. Through this practice, you not only discover yourself to be the master of your whole life, but you elevate all your conscious actions to that lofty state in your consciousness that we may describe as the throne of your being, or as that center of action within which the ruling I am lives and moves and has its being. If you wish to control and direct the forces you possess, you must act from the throne of your being, so to speak, or in other words, from that conscious point in your mental world wherein all power of control, direction, and initiative proceeds. And this point of action is the center of the I am. You must act not as a body, not as a personality, not as a mind, but as the I am. And the more fully you recognize the lofty position of the I am, the greater becomes your power to control and direct all other things that you may possess. In brief, whenever you think or act, you should feel that you stand with the I am at the apex of mentality on the very heights of your existence. And you should at the same time realize that this I am is you, the supreme you. The more you practice these methods, the more you lift yourself up above the limitations of mind and body into the realization of your own true position as a masterful individuality. In fact, you place yourself where you belong over and above everything in your organized existence. When we examine the mind of the average person, we find that he usually identifies himself with mind or body. He either thinks that he is body or that he is mind, and therefore he can control neither mind nor body. The I am in his nature is submerged in a bundle of ideas, some of which are true and some of which are not. And his thought is usually controlled by those ideas without receiving any direction whatever from that principle within him that alone was intended to give direction. Such a man lives in the lower story of human existence. But as we can control life only when we give directions from the upper story, we discover just why the average person neither understands his forces nor has the power to use them. He must first elevate himself to the upper story of the human structure. And the first and most important step to be taken in this direction is to recognize the I am as the ruling principle, and that the I am is you.